Welcome to another video provided by Trusted Realty, powered by Remax Saskatoon. All right, let's just dive right into this. Today, we're taking a highly focused, totally data-driven look at West College Park. If you're the kind of person who loves to see all the facts before making a decision, you are in exactly the right place. We're unpacking a comprehensive neighborhood profile, blending the everyday realities of the community with the hard market numbers you absolutely need to know.
Like the slide says, welcome to another explainer provided by Trusted Realty powered by Remax Saskatoon. We've gathered some fantastic, really grounded insights from our source material today to show you exactly why this area is so special. And we're going to break it all down for you step by step. So here's our roadmap for today. First, a quick welcome to West College Park. Then we'll hit the highlights and local amenities. After that, we're evaluating the pros and cons, taking a look at a current market data snapshot, and finally, figuring out your next real estate move. Section 1. Welcome to West College Park. Let's discover what makes this connected and established neighborhood tick. You know, West College Park, it really isn't just a spot on a map. It's this beautifully mature community nestled right over on Saskatoon's west side. You can literally feel the lived-in charm when you walk through it. Just picture those massive mature trees lining the streets and all those inviting green spaces. But honestly, what truly shapes its culture, its convenience, and its long-term value is that it sits just steps from the University of Saskatchewan. That makes it an absolutely perfect footprint whether you're a first-time buyer, you're growing a family, or you're looking for a really solid investment. Moving on to Section 2, highlights and local amenities. Let's see what really makes this area tick on a day-to-day basis. The sheer density of convenience here, it's honestly striking. Like we said, you are literally steps away from the university and the College Quarter, which is obviously a massive draw for faculty, staff, and students. But hey, even if you have zero ties to the university, you've got shopping, dining, and all your essential services running right along College Drive. Got kids? There's schools nearby for all ages, which is a huge plus for families. And if you're someone who loves getting outdoors, the parks and walking paths make an active lifestyle incredibly easy. Add in super reliable city transit connections and really quick access to major roadways, and honestly, your morning commute is practically solved. Plus, there's a really diverse housing mix here. Everything from classic single-family detached homes to low-maintenance condos. It's basically the whole shebang right at your doorstep. All right, Section 3. Evaluating pros and cons. It's time to take an objective, balanced look at the neighborhood. Okay, so the crucial part of any real estate decision is balancing these two columns. Why do people love it here? Well, for the pros, you get that fantastic, established community feel with mature landscaping and a real sense of identity. And because of the U of S, there's incredibly strong, consistent rental demand. Plus, compared to those brand new suburban developments, the entry prices here are wonderfully accessible. But we have to look at the considerations, right? What's the trade-off for being that close to a university? Well, you're definitely going to see busier traffic and tighter parking during peak times, especially around College Drive. Also, since this is an older, more established neighborhood, some of the housing stock might need a little TLC or some modern updates. If you're eyeing a condo, you've got to remember to factor in those monthly condo fees. And finally, if you are strictly hunting for a brand spanking new, ultra-modern build, your options are going to be pretty limited here compared to the outskirts of the city. So it's really all about knowing exactly what you want and weighing these realities. That brings us to Section 4, Current Market Data Snapshot. Let's peel back the curtain and look at the hard numbers behind the neighborhood. Looking at the current availability, we've got exactly 7 active listings on the board right now. And what really stands out here is how evenly split this is. We're looking at 3 single-family houses and 4 condominiums. What does that mean for you? Well, it means buyers actually have a wonderfully balanced selection across property types. You aren't just boxed into one specific style of living, which is great. But you know, availability is only ever half the story, right? We really need to look at the velocity. Over the last 30 days, 6 properties were sold. But notice the breakdown here. 5 of those were houses, and only 1 was a condominium. That 5-to-1 ratio, that tells a super vivid story about market demand right now. Houses are moving fast. There is an incredibly healthy, really robust demand for detached homes in the specific pocket of the city. So what are people actually paying? Well, the recent sold price range stretches broadly from $157,000 all the way up to $675,000. I mean, that is a massive spread, and it perfectly reflects that housing diversity we talked about earlier. Whether you're on the hunt for a modest, affordable, entry-level condo at the lower end of that spectrum, or you're looking for a premium, fully updated detached family home at the top end, this neighborhood seriously has room for your specific budget.
So distilling all that data down gives us a really clear summary of the market momentum. Simply put, if you are selling a detached home in West College Park right now, you are extremely well positioned. The demand is practically eating up the supply. On the flip side, if you're in the market to buy a condo, that slower sales pace we saw means you likely have quite a bit more choice, and crucially, you've got more room to negotiate. Honestly, knowing exactly where you stand in this dynamic is the real secret to making a smart real estate move.
And that leads us perfectly into section 5, your next real estate move. Let's check out some expert guidance for buyers, sellers, and investors. So, I'm going to pose this question directly to you. Are you ready to make your move in West College Park? Just take a second and picture yourself actually taking advantage of those gorgeous mature trees, being that close to the university, and locking in on those accessible market prices. If you're ready, or honestly, even if you're just a little bit curious, our source material provides a super clear path forward. Clayton McNally is a local real estate expert who really understands the fine-grained nuances of the specific market. He can walk you through the current active listings, provide a highly detailed, personalized market analysis of your own home's value, and answer any of those lingering questions you might have about the neighborhood. At the end of the day, understanding a neighborhood is all about connecting the hard data to your actual daily life. Does West College Park have the right balance of charm, convenience, and value for you? That's the ultimate question you need to ask yourself. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep analyzing, and go make your next real estate move your absolute best one.